new world. I feel pretty lucky. I mean, I only got scurvy twice, so I know it took us 65 days to get here.
It was pretty tough, but at least we didn't die like everyone else. I'm really glad we got away from England and how they were trying to push their religion onto us. I mean, now we have the freedom to do it to others.
Yeah, no, I think that anyone who dissents from Puritanism is like the devil himself and that they're probably going to hell. I mean, think about Anne Hutchinson or like those Catholics.
I know. God is so going to drop her into the fiery pits of hell. I mean, aren't we all just dangling from his hands?
Yeah. I can't wait till she gets exiled to Rhode Island.
Can you believe that Roger Williams created a land for all of those mistakes?
You know, the Massachusetts Bay Colony is definitely the place to be now that he's like gone. With a city upon a hill. Why are we stirring? There's nothing in these bowls.
Isn't that what women are supposed to do?
Good point.
Apparently our homes are being turned into B&Bs for the soldiers.
Is that even legal?
Yeah, apparently, because Parliament doesn't care what we want or our opinions. They only want to do what they want. I mean, like those taxes on the stamps and the paper, the teas, the sugar. I mean, who do you think are?
I think we should just move out west.
Oh no, we can't do that. I mean, after that one war with the French and the Indians, I mean, they're only here for our fur. And Indians have guns now.
Oh right, didn't they just pass the proclamation of 1763? We can't go over the Appalachian Mountains now.
But it's already 1774. Like, how is that still a thing? We should just listen to that one Payne guy. I think he has some common sense. What was his name again?
Thomas, I think? Yeah, it was Thomas. Definitely Thomas.
He should write a book.
Why don't we just start a war, you know?
Do you really think the colonies will come together as a whole?
We just need a unifying culture. An American culture.
Give me some more tea.
Hon, if you want some tea, you can find it in the harbor, okay? I feel like we just need a declaration, you know, of our independence.
Oh no, we cannot do that. I mean, that's just way too radical. We should write a letter.
No declaration?
You know, I'm so glad that we don't have to worry about the British controlling us with like taxes anymore.
Yeah, but the Articles of Confederation don't really do much.
Oh my god, are you one of those federalists that wants us to have like an overbearing government after we just had a war to get rid of our last one?
Right then, but when the Articles could turn out to be too weak to even collect our taxes or do anything in general, let's see who's laughing then.
What happened to that one friend of yours?
Well, she decided to side with the South, so we couldn't be friends anymore.
But did she even own slaves?
No, but she had some emotional ties to the South, so she felt like she had to stay loyal.
The South? Are they even part of our country anymore?
They don't want to be, but President Lincoln wants them.
Why does the North even care?
It's not the morality of it, it's the economics. The Free Soilers don't care about the African Americans, they care because they think that the institution of slavery is unstable. Also, the South gets more votes from the slaves, so...
Now that I think about it, how did the war even start?
Well, there are a lot of reasons, starting with the different economies and the different independent cultures. The issue of slavery became more prevalent as we obtained new land from the Louisiana Purchase and the Mexican Secession, which led to the horrible Missouri Compromise. And once the Republican Party formed, which, as you can tell, is purely sectional, we knew we were goners.
I can't believe people care so much about the environment now.
Ugh, it's all because of that President Theodore Roosevelt.
And the government is really like cracking down on these trusts. I mean, they call Roosevelt the trust buster, but they should probably give that name to Taft.
I know, I'm just glad the war is over, but now they're against immigrants because they think they're communists.
Well, at least they're not threatening to build a wall.
You know, I'm really glad we decided to open this restaurant.
Same. You know, those populists are kind of weird too. I mean, with like their...
We're gonna have to close you down. We found a human hand in some of your hamburger.
You mean our Liberty sandwiches? I mean, we wouldn't want people to think we're German.
You're closed.
Really harsh, man.
It's those progressives.
I don't even care that alcohol's illegal. I can vote now.
I'm so hungry.
Here's no food.
It's so dusty too. Oh.
Can't live like this anymore.
What's that?
We have to close for the day. I have to go to my shift at the factory.
You know, we were so close to not having to fight in this war, but Roosevelt just couldn't keep his nose out of it.
I know, if we had just joined the League of Nations, this could have all been avoided, and Germany could have checked itself before it wrecked the rest of the world.
But the US has big commitment issues. Do you really think that we were going to agree to something that would take away our right to choose what we were going to do with foreign policy? I mean, we have to keep our isolation.
Well, now that we've been bombed, we should probably assert our dominance as a world power.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's just, there are no good men around here anymore. What's a girl to do?
You know you can be a strong, independent working girl, right? You don't need a man.
I'm still dreaming about the cult of domesticity.
Oh my gosh, did you see the Smiths' new car?
Yeah, but like, how are we gonna compete with them?
We just need to get something bigger and better. Isn't that the American way?
You know, that sounds like the foreign policy towards the Russians right now.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, we're trying to outspend them, you know, with space race, Star Wars. That money goes to go somewhere.
I just still can't believe Reagan is our president.
Well, I mean, after the Vietnam War and Nixon, we needed someone more conservative.
True.
I think that Hillary Clinton was running for president. We all know how the Clintons do in office.
I know, right? Remember Bill Clinton with all those scandals?
Don't forget about don't ask, don't tell.
Talking about bad presidents, remember Bush?
Bush totally did 9/11.
But nothing is as bad as if Donald Trump were to become president.
And if he wants to throw us into World War III, we're already in like a never-ending war in the Middle East over oil.
Hey, but can we all agree on those gas prices though? Ding ding.
Well, I mean, at least we don't have to worry about racism anymore because President Obama is like the president and he's African American, so obviously it doesn't exist anymore.
Girl, check your privilege! Honestly, just because you're white doesn't mean that racism doesn't exist. You just never experienced it.
I guess that's a good point.
It is.
You know who's striking a lot of nerves? Bernie Sanders. Do you guys know what that is?
The communist,
Yeah, that one dude. The old guy.
The socialist?
Yeah, it's like during the Red Scare when everyone was afraid of communism without actually knowing what communism means.
But isn't that kind of like the American way? Like not knowing anything about what we're fighting for, but just doing it anyway because that's what everyone's doing?
That's
Yeah.
America.
Yeah, that's America.
No, I'd love to know so much about U.S. history because, like, if a history teacher ever asked us to, like, make a movie about it or, like, a video, we'd totally be able to do it and, like, rock at it.
Yeah, it'd be the
Yeah.
best video ever.
Also, so that we don't like relive our past mistakes.
But also the video part.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
end of the video is more important part.